Good morning, I'm Sharaad Kuttan and welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. It's a resounding no for the toll rate hike. There, Selangor says no, that's a particular strategy. We're going to talk about that. But The Sun, Sinar Harian, Malay Mail, even The Star, and surprise, surprise, Utusan Malaysia all have the story on the toll and how unhappy people are. Why are they unhappy? Well, they're unhappy for lots of reasons. And before we start, I'd like to alert you to a story in the Malaysian Insider yesterday, and that's about a polling centre, Merdeka Centre. Merdeka Centre has been quite well known for doing public polls, and approval ratings for the Prime Minister are at an all-time low. People are deeply concerned about the state of economics, cost of living and such, and unhappiness has fallen from, or rather happiness with the government has fallen from 50% down to 38%, and some 54% of people do not believe government when they talk about the economic situation. So that's really the frame for the story about the polls. So here you have, Selangor says no. What are they saying no to? Apparently, the Selangor state government has shares in the highway concessionaires, and they're going to stop, or try to stop, as a minority shareholder, stop the concessionaires from raising prices. It's a strategy they've announced, and they're going to make a lot of political hay by it, whether they succeed or not. That Sinar Harian has that same story. You see that halang naik toll, which means they're going to prevent the toll rate from going up. Malay Mail sounds a little more conciliatory. Toll operators in a bind, and that, of course, is their approach to it. Keep the promise. And what is that promise? Well, the well-known promise by Barisan Nasional during the general elections that they were going to reduce intercity toll rates over the next 5 years. Instead, of course, they're going up. What we know is that concessionaires do have a right to raise prices, and if they're not allowed to, the government has to pay compensation, and I understand it would be to the tune of 400 million ringgit if they don't. So the government is in a bind. The question is whether the government is or has the political will to renegotiate the terms of its contract with those concessionaires. Now, moving right along, Utusan Malaysia. Now, this is one of the big stories. There's a big traffic accident. Really, basically, this British expatriate and his 5 companions rammed into a pole, and their car burst into flames. So that is a story that's on all of the newspapers in some ways or another. New Straits Times, they're grieving friends of the deceased. But here, the murder of the former Deputy Director General of Customs. Remember, he was assassinated in Putrajaya. We have had no leads on that, or at least not ones that have been announced. But with the recent arrest of senior customs officers at KLIA, there might be fresh openings on that case. Berita Harian, again, that picture of the car crash and the burnt remains of the car. But this is a story of a plan to filter bad hats, people on the blacklist coming into Malaysia through our airports. Lastly, Harian Metro has a story on precisely that. It is the gruesome story of people burnt alive. And so terbakar hidup, burnt alive, 6 people dead. And that goes along with some happy news of gold wins at the SEA Games in Myanmar, and Linda On, who marries, but she doesn't just marry, she marries a royal, so that's, I guess, double reason for double celebrations. I'm not quite sure. Though this is something probably worth noting, cekik suami sampai mati. See, this happens sometimes. Domestic bliss turns into tragedy, and that is the phrase of the day, cekik suami. That's all I have for you this morning. I'm Sharaad Kuttan. It's been BFM's Morning Headlines, BFM 89.9.